Ladies, are you ready to get wet, hot, and steamy? Are you ready for Amp, Babyface, Doc, El Fuego, and Midnight?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Well, sit back and relax as we take this virtual ride to Club Eden with your girls, EJ, TicahDishawn, and friends. Oh, yeah.
What's good? What's good, everybody? It is your girl TicahDishawn of All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. And yes, indeed, we are here for another virtual club eating All the Queen's Men Season 3, Episode 16 live recap. It's about to go down. Of course, I can't do this thing alone. I've got to bring along my girl, the one and only EJ, the TV junkie. What's good, EJ?
What is up, everybody? What is up? It's the finale, y'all. So y'all know we got to talk about it. It was a hell of a lot going on. And
Okay. Literally a hell of a lot going on. And next up, we got in the building, bringing in the hammer, the one and only Moochilla. What's good, Moochie? You muted. Girl, you grooving, but you muted. She vibing, y'all, but she muted.
I said I'm dressed for the club tonight. What's up?
Period. Period. I see the boobage out. Okay, then. Next up,
Moochie being grown, super grown up in here.
Oh,
I went to go back and get that soda that we was talking about.
Girl.
Okay. Next up, we have the one and only Tamika's Den coming on in from the den. What's good, Tamika?
Hey y'all, what's going on?
Hey, Tamika.
Okay. All right. How's everybody going? How's everybody's weekend going?
It's good. I'm ready for the club eating.
Okay, that's right. All right, y'all. So let's get this thing started. First of all, I just wanted to do a little bit of an icebreaker. We noticed, or well, we all know that Madam is definitely super fashionable. I think Moochie brought this up that she wanted to see a couple of slides or scenes with Madam and her different outfits. So I decided to just compile a little bit of a Madam fashion show for everybody. So you guys stay tuned. Let's get locked in and let's check out Madam and her new fits, okay?
Okay.
Okay, video. Play or no play.
Darren StreamYard. I always want to be extra when somebody trying to be great.
That part. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna pull it out. We'll try to play it again later because if for of course StreamYard won't let your girl be great. I be trying, y'all, but it just won't let me be great. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all about virtual club eating. It's all about all the Queen's men and all the shenanigans that went down. And I was absolutely once again here for it all. So let's just go ahead and dive in. Well, first, before I do that, let's talk a little bit to the audience. Let's see who we got tapping in because I know y'all be tuning in with us and we appreciate y'all. What's good, Queen? Thank you for tapping in. What's good, DeMarcus Vaughn? Thank you for tapping in. What's good, Latoya? Thank you for tapping in. Cheryl Thomas, what's good, Mama? How you doing? Toy Wildman is already with the long comment. Toy said, "Got my drink and my snacks. I'm ready, ladies. How everyone doing this Sunday? Be blessed and keep up the amazing work. Thank you, y'all. We absolutely appreciate the love and the comments, and we appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in with us every week on this crazy ride that we call Virtual Club Eating. So we're gonna go right ahead, get this thing started, okay? So first up, we see where outside Trouble and Champ have been snatched up. we see that, of course, as always, Midnight is on the scene when it all goes down, as well as this time around, Babyface as well as Doc. So, Moochie, talk a little bit about, if you don't mind, I'll let you start first. Talk a little bit about this scene for us.
Dumb and Dumber. They got snatched up. He guys out there seeing it all. They don't believe it's going on. I was like, who got, this is when I was like, who got something to do with this? This is where my mind was going. Where like you like, who did this to them? But I'm like, they so dumb. I'm thinking that what you call it, Big D might have had something to do with it because he was listening in. That's where my mind was at that time.
Right. Okay. Tamika, what were your thoughts on the fellas getting snatched, the she a fella, the fellas Champ and Trouble get snatched up? What were your thoughts?
Good. I'm glad. I don't feel bad for them. They could stay there. They pissed me off. They so dumb. They deserved it.
Okay. EJ, so you see your boy, I don't know which one of y'all mentioned it, but we're just gonna say Midnight is always on the scene when something happens. So he sees that the van has graffiti on the back of it, and so since he saw that little bit of detail, they decide to allow him to be Midnight, to be the one to go in and let Madam know what has happened. Talk a little bit about this particular conversation between Madam and Midnight, EJ.
Madam frustrated because she like, here we go again. Don't tell me that somebody car done blew up. Don't tell me that, because listen, Madam is not trying to hear none of that stuff today. Oh, there go the kitty, look at her. Madam is not trying to hear none of that. She like, bump this. Y'all doing too doggone much. She really do be cleaning up too many messes though, y'all. Like real talk.
Like she's a baby.
Right.
Exactly. That part. It gets on my nerves. But the next part is the part that can I start with that one?
Go right ahead.
Because girl, Doc is doing too damn much. You know what I'm saying? Like Doc is doing way too much. I be trying to give everybody the benefit of that. I be trying to have high hopes for some of these characters. But damn it, Doc, you just did too. Okay, Tina. What's her name? Teresa, now Katrina. Really? Like, What we doing, Doc? Like, what we doing? Why is we out here trying to check Midnight about snitching? You already know what the deal is. If you see something, say something. Boy, stop playing. Like, I cannot with Doc right now. And then he's trying to act like he ain't catching feelings. Ninja, you done caught feelings. Forget catching. They caught. Dumb. Okay.
Yeah, he definitely had the audacity to to try to check him. I'm like, bruh, you know what you're doing. You know you're falling for old girl. You just need to just listen to what he's telling you, because you know he would know. He probably been in all these situations that that he keeps speaking of. So, you know, again, even though I'm not a favorite fan of Midnight, I do appreciate the fact that he's just trying to keep the fellas in check. He's trying to keep them in check to quote unquote, spare their lives, you know. So I know Tamika got something to say about this right here. We see where Babyface walks in on Miss Tandy and D.A. Rods. And he's looking at her like, what the H you doing up in here? Talk to us about this, Tamika.
Yeah, we was wondering how this was gonna go. We know they was gonna see each other one way or another. I didn't necessarily think it was gonna go like this, but he came in there rude as hell. Like, what you doing here? And she's like, I got the same question. I could ask the same thing. And Sandy should have known automatically that once he saw her here, he's gonna go back and tell Madam. That goes without saying. She made me laugh too when she's like, "Oh, Madam sent him over here. Like this is supposed to be a way to buy you by sending him here." But Sandy like, "Nah, I did that on my own. I ain't need Madam to send him." So yeah.
That part, Moochie. Was you cussing the man out for walking in during the time that D.A. Robbs was here? Did he not hear her voice? And should he not have walked to the other side of the house? Or was it on purpose that he had to make his presence known?
I think he wanted to make his presence known, but he's dumb anyway. He do some dumb stuff too, where he make me sick. Like, come on, you could have sat there and ear hustled and got more information to bring back to madam.
Right.
You know that's what you here for. You're not only there to lay pipe.
Right.
Correct. So then, you guys, we see where after he has called himself disciplining her or talking to her, you can't be seen with her. She shouldn't even be here. Of course, she sugarcoats the whole situation by providing him with a nice little Rolex. So, EJ, talk to me about your boy, Babyface. Can he be sold to the highest bidder or what?
Girl, first and foremost, let me just make this very, very clear. That ninja is not my boy. I cannot stand that boy. Like, I hate Babyface so much with a passion. Oh, he irritates me. And then the fact that you're going to try to check her, but then you immediately just get sunk in with a damn rollie. Like, you can be bought that quickly, Babyface. Like, and then you tried to really act like you was mad. I'm like, Face, stop playing. Let's stop. I just can't with Face, y'all. Like, Face irritates my soul so much. Make me want to drink more of this Crown.
See, he got my girl sipping. Face be doing too much. Just like y'all said, it was obvious he wanted to make his presence known in the whole situation. And then, of course, he has definitely been bought by the highest bidder. So far, Miss Tandy is that person. So, moving right along, we see as they say, Dumb and Dumber chained up, snatched up in the basement of somebody's building. We find out later on that they have been they robbed the wrong people. They robbed the Black Rock boys. Now they are chained up and awaiting to be tortured, beat down, smacked down, flipped down, everything. And she's trouble is like, as long as you don't tell where the money is, we got a longer chance of surviving. But if you let him know, or you let them know where the money is, then they're going to automatically unalive us. So, anybody have any thoughts on the Wonder Twins?
I mean, we had a feeling it was going to be with the Black Rock boys. We said with their luck and just how their stupidity, more than likely it's something that's affiliated, with Madam, because they didn't do no research. They was ready to rob a corner boy, and then, we said we're going to step it up. But we really ain't checking for who we taking this from. Like I said, they deserve this. And then to me, Trouble should have known that Champ is going to buckle with the quickness. Like, he was like, I don't know about all of that. They probably going to switch us. Like, he didn't want to even hold out with telling them where the money is at, when she's saying, like, if we tell them right away where the money is at, they probably will get rid of us. He was already ready to talk, but she should have known that that's his, what he's about. Once she seen how he was ready to talk on, Rashawn, that right there, that would have been like, yeah, this is not somebody I need to even do business with. So they both ain't got the sense.
Right. Moochie, I see you shaking your head. What you got?
It's just, these two is just dumb to me. Like, him, it's like you already gone fold. You crying and whatnot. I'm trying not to go too far ahead. I'm not trying to put on my track shoes tonight. But this, like, you ready to start crying and stuff? Like, how's she more tougher than you? I'm just like,
that part.
Yeah.
Yep. They were, yeah. Anyway, we definitely gonna dive more into them. But then we see, and this is like, this scene right here is just I'm gonna just be real. It's just overdone. This whole dialogue between Madam and the breakfast, like, what is the point behind it? I'm just wanting Tommy to just one day just bring her a glass of juice instead of always fixing all of that food. And then I don't want to eat, Tommy. No, you got to eat, Madam. I don't want, like, that whole thing. Now that is just, I love this situation, but that right there is overdone. We get that at least every episode do y'all think there's a purpose or something more that we're gonna get behind them going back and forth about her eating breakfast, not eating breakfast, or is it just a filler in the scene, something to, fill in a scene, and then we can move on to the next situation where she literally sits down and receives a phone call from at this time she's gonna receive that phone call from Midnight. So anybody can chime in on this one.
I think it's just a comedic relief for, and I think it is overdone. I think you can only do it so many times, not being, not trying to be extra or anything, but I really do agree with you wholeheartedly, 100%. You can only do it so many times, or we could just do it quicker, or we could do it in a different way, but we just do this particular one over and over again. And it's funny, but at some point you're just like, okay, we know what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with EJ. It's more so the comedy and just showing that Tommy's always trying to, look out for her and be extra and do the extra things for her. He knows she's not a breakfast person. I'm not either, but madam, we wasting food, child, and then breakfast on over here to me.
Okay. That's the plates be looking good. I'm like, come on now. I'll take it.
But madam eats something.
Okay, that part. So she receives this phone call from Midnight. Midnight is letting her know that he doesn't really know who it is that has taken Champ as well as Trouble. He assumes it's some gang. So she assumes it's some gang, and then he says he's asked some insiders that he can ask, to see what's really going on. So then we move on to the love and basketball scene of Davis as well as Doc. She's coming back for some more of the DOC, y'all. And for the first time ever, or maybe the second time, we see Doc really catching feelings because he says he don't kiss in the mouth. He doesn't kiss. But yet he's slobbing Davis down for that one last cry. Anybody? EJ, talk to me about Davis and Doc, aka Katrina and Kenny.
Somebody called him the sucker simp. Monique. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Like, first and foremost, let's just say this. I have a lot of words, but I can't really put them into words right now because these two irritate me. Doc irritates me more than anything because we know what's on the line. We know what you have to protect. You know what I'm saying? We protect Madam at all costs. We protect the business. We protect everybody by protecting Madam. And you are literally sleeping with the ops. I don't care what you think. She just been too thirsty, too much, been wanting to just be involved too much. And you know what they always say in them criminal cases, when a person be inserting themselves into the doggone investigation, more than likely they are the culprit. You know what I'm saying?
They're part of the investigation. They're doing the investigating.
Exactly. They were just getting on my nerves. Like, I just didn't like this at all. And I'm like, Doc, you just sit up there acting like you're not catching feelings. Madam told you to stay your ass away from her. And now look where we at. But my bad, I'm running now. But I'm just saying, like, she gave a specific, she said, stay away. And if he had to just turn her ass away, whatever gonna go down in season 4 might not have went down. But I'm gonna go back and sip. Go ahead, girl.
Tamika,
we knew this was coming. We said she was gonna tap on his window pane. Okay, she was coming regardless. I thought, we getting the passionate kisses and everything. And yeah, I agree with EJ. He knew that he was supposed to stay away from her. It took him out one last time. Okay, one for the road. I said, yeah, okay. A hot mess, yeah.
Yeah, that whole situation is definitely a hot mess. Moochie, you have any comments on the trouble that these two are getting themselves into?
He's risking his life because he mess up with this and it come even close where they getting on Madam. He forgot what went on in that room.
Right.
I'm just like, come on now. She shouldn't have been in there in the first place.
Right.
Now you getting all touchy-feely with her where you want to kiss her and hold her after y'all finish and all of this stuff. No. He gave you a warning.
Okay. Ninja was literally just kicking her out of his place the last time we saw him. What the hell? Come on now.
Yep.
I mean, he had people feeling bad for her the way he was kicking her out.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's for sure. So y'all, then we get to see a moment where this I really just took this image because I wanted to see Fuego with his shirt off like for a long period of time, like longer than 7 seconds.
He
I
was
absolutely
looking good.
he was looking nice and shiny, body glistening all over his body, everything.
The water was glistening all over.
I took about 3 or 4 of them pictures. I was like, every time I had to rewind it back, I said, "Oh, let me take another one. Ooh, let me take another."
Listen.
Look
Can you
at
stay
that right
closer?
there.
Listen. Okay.
I got those.
Y'all know I will run all the way out on Fuego. But anyway, you guys, Tamika, talk to me about the message that Fuego received on his laptop.
Yeah, Fuego's over it and I'm over it too. Like, we gonna keep sending long messages back and forth. He was like, I ain't got all day. I ain't, you know what I'm saying, your message. I ain't got time for this. But of course, once they said, like, it's life or death and it's basically, for you and for Madam, then he had no choice. It was just like, what's the damn message then? Tell me already. Yeah. I feel bad for Fuego because he be just trying to mind his business, live his life. Shower in peace. He gotta come out to this foolishness.
She said, "Shower in peace."
Exactly.
That part. Moochie, any feed or input on Fuego, his towel, and the computer? And then his computer glitched at the end. So was it that he really needs a computer, or are they messing with his computer by continuing to try to hack into his computer?
Yeah, just get rid of it.
I felt like it was the virus, but yeah, I would get rid of it. I would buy a new one.
I need you to remove all this malware that's in here.
I got nothing but love for Fuego right now, y'all. Just want y'all to know it.
Oh, yes, nothing but love. Okay. So then back at Champ and Trouble, we see that they have been saved by Super D. I know he Dirty D, Big D, Dumb D, Backwards D, but today he was Super D, y'all. On this episode, he was Super D because he done messed around and saved the Wonder Twins. So, anybody have any thoughts as to his real motive behind doing this, or is he just really sincerely trying to do good by Madam? And I think I want Moochie to chime in on that one.
I think he trying to get back in good with Madam. He know he messed up. He know that Casanova that's Casanova, right? That was the cop.
Yeah.
He left him out to dry, so he don't trust him no more. So he not gonna give him no more information that he could use. He might act like he gonna give him something, but I think he gonna give him stuff that he know they already close to anyway if they do, but nothing on Madam.
Okay. EJ?
Girl, this don't make not a lick of dang on sense. I'm trying to be what's that word? I'm trying to keep myself together because I got some curse words that want to come out. But this don't make not one lick of sense. First of all, I do not trust Big D, Dirty D, Nasty D, Underdog D, Super D, whatever we want to call him. I don't trust him at all. And he messy D too, because he messy as hell. But anyway, I do not trust him. And something is not right about this. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the one who told the doggone people so that he could save the day. And so he could get back into Madam's good graces. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, what made sense is if he was going to try to extort them. What didn't make sense is you trying to show up to save them after you done ear hustled as to where they was. Like, that don't even make no doggone good sense. So something it ain't right. I just ain't put my finger on it. Like I said, maybe he the one who told them, and that's how they knew who they was. Because he did overhear everything. He knew exactly what they was going to do. He clearly knew the whole thing. Maybe he told them and then saved them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Crazy.
Try to save him and make himself look good.
We
EJ. We hear that's the same thing I was feeling and thinking. I don't trust him not one bit at all. I'm like, okay, so you just conveniently show up and you conveniently have a way to get them out and not be seen in by anybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got one good eye on him. Okay.
Mhm.
KIM says they're in the basement. He wasn't there when they was kidnapped. How did he find them? I'm thinking he followed them though, some kind of way.
That's what I was thinking.
Unless he is connected to this whole snatch up because of the chain. Maybe he followed them some shape, form, or fashion. But I guess that's to be determined. That's all I can say. But Lil D saving them ain't no coincidence. Like I said, it fell flat to me. Okay, so we all kind of on the same page. Something just is not adding up with this whole Super D for the day situation. Okay,
Yeah.
so I really didn't have much to say about Amp and Dime. Like again, just like last week, I'm a bit over the two of them. Anybody have any thoughts, prayers, on this
Yeah, I'm
non-existent
tired. I
relationship?
want Amp to get a new love interest. Send him somebody else, please. Just keep on, like walk on by. I'm
Correct.
tired of it. Yeah.
Okay.
That part.
And
Yeah,
then
just
Dom can
leave
be
him
jealous.
alone.
Cause that's what's gonna happen. He get a new love interest, she gonna be jealous, and I'm so over this. Like, please just move the freak on. I don't care. Somebody needs to move.
Right. I'm here for that. Move on.
All they needed to do
It's
was
time.
start raining at this point, because I was like, because it was just crazy. I was like, it just looked like he was just about to start crying. Had me out there feeling bad for the boy for a second.
Yeah, but he's on the borderline of becoming a stalker. He's already stalking her. So it's just like he's not taking no for an answer, but he's not giving her time either.
Yeah, and I mean, but I will say this. I mean, I'm tired of them wasting good food and good flowers. Like those flowers were beautiful. And for him to just throw them on the ground, I'm like, you could have stuck them, you mad, I understand. You could have stuck them in the mailbox. You could have, gave them to somebody. But, anyway, I guess they got enough money to waste on here. So it is what it is. I know it's just TV. But yeah, I love flowers. So that kind of hurt my feelings. So anyway, y'all, we move on and we see where Sister Carla has stepped into the room talking about she know where her two missing dancers are. I love Carla. I don't care how much she pissed Madam off. I love Carla because she gives you that no fear tactic. She gives you and she gonna come with the comeback. She gonna come with the comebacks. So she comes in, she lets Madam know, I know where your boys are. And I'll take a couple of thousand. Like, girl, when you dealing with Madam and you really want some money, you need to be specific. Like 5K, 10K. Madam's like, I was willing to pay 5K. But this chick come in talking about some 2K. So Moochie, talk to me about the interaction between Madam as well as good Sister Carla.
Carla, I don't like Carla. She's just like an opportunist. You come in here now, like you could find out something. So now that the word is out on the street, you act like you could really come back and help with this situation. But you need money. That's what it's all for.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I love Carla trifling ass. She's so funny to me. Every time I see her, like for whatever reason, just the dynamics between her and Madam, the way they go back and forth, the way that she comes in. Like, did you see how she came in the door? She didn't knock on the door. Notice everybody else comes in. They have to knock on the door. They have to be let into the door. Well, clearly Tommy wasn't around, right? So she done walked in the door like. I said, boy, I tell you, you can't help but like Carla at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Carla gives me a good chuckle.
She Genie, baby, and she granting wishes.
She gives me a good chuckle. I like how her and Madam bounce off of each other, and I like how she don't back down. She'll say her junk to Blue, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you. Do you want me to make your wishes come true?
Okay.
No,
I love that line. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we see they come to an agreement that basically she has to bring back the strippers, the missing strippers, and then Carla walks on out of the office. So after the morning after, we see these two booed up now, same morning, but they booed up. She's supposed to be gone at this point. They're cuddled up, and he's letting her know, okay, I got work to do. I got to go to the club. It's time for you to go. This chick sit up, like they having a full on conversation, like they're in a relationship. EJ, talk to me about Doc and Doggone Davis one more time.
Okay, let me just tell you, Doc is dumb. El stupido, El crazy. Like, why come you cannot see through this? Why do you think that the D is that damn good that there is not something else going on? Why do you think she keeps running to your place the way that she runs to your place unannounced? Like, I just don't understand him and how he just flips all of a sudden. Now you kissing on her when she wake up in the morning. Now, I mean, just the other day, literally at the funeral, right before the funeral, you were kicking her out. You were literally telling her to get her and go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was being a class A jerk, and now you trying to act like you in a situationship, like in a thing. And I'm like, this ninja just stupid. Like, and y'all know I'm having love for Doc, but Doc is just ridiculous right now. Ain't no way in the world I'm letting a detective sit in my house when I know the stuff that I got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And I
right.
know, madam, I know what she will do. Detective Davis don't believe that fat meat is greasy, but I know what she gonna. Well, I know what she.
Mhm.
So why in the hell? Oh my goodness! It just can't be that good for my life. I'm sorry, it can't.
That part, that part. Okay, so we're gonna move on because we know what's coming between Kenny and Katrina. We know what's about to come a little bit later on. But then we see where Fuego has made his way, and he just gives Madam that information that basically she's about to lose according to um you know this message. And basically she comes to the conclusion that she knows that this message is coming from Concierge, that Concierge is the one that's hacking into Fuego's computer. Anyone have any thoughts or anything on this conversation between the two of them?
I love Fuego.
Me too. I'm just trying to be non-biased today.
That's all right. We on the same page with Fuego now. If I told you Fuego is back in my good graces, the only thing that would break my heart is if Fuego try to pull a fast one, but I don't think he's going to. I think Fuego know to just play the game at this point. So
Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay, okay. All right. So then we see Ren, Stimpy, and halfway don't trust Double D walking into the club. He lets Blue know that they have been picked up from the Black Rock Boys, and she says, well, go ahead and go talk to Madam. Like, she don't say, let me escort you to the office. She don't say, let me see if Tommy back there to let you in, nothing. She just say, go straight to talk to Madam. And of course, they looking all beat up as they deserve to be because they got a little tortured. A little, not like, but they got what they got for doing the stupidity that they did. He goes into the office and her smile just be killing me. She just hi, like so serial killerish to me, like Madam. But that's our girl, Madam. She's listening. And do y'all think she is really truly falling for what Big D is saying? How his dad taught him how to shoot, how his dad, put him up on game on how to survive, and he was a part of this drug dealing situation to where he had to go sit down because he was going to put his family in jeopardy. Do anybody trust anything that Big D is telling Madam? He seems so sincere. Maybe I was just gullible enough to believe half of it, But Tamika, because you just turned your microphone off, what are your thoughts? And then we'll get to Moochie, because I know Moochie she's shaking her head like, hell no.
No, I don't believe nothing he's saying. I don't trust him. I think Madam is smarter than that, but I think she will also, like, use him how she can and give him enough rope to hang himself. At least I hope that's what she's doing. I felt like he got moved back to VIP a little too fast for me, but you went and you got them out of everybody. You was able to get them, and you talking about these skills you learned. I said, child, whatever. I was not impressed. He was able to get in and out. Nobody saw him. He ain't have to hurt nobody. He ain't have to take nobody out. Okay. We shall see how that all comes out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Moochie.
Just like he had the bullet that stayed inside and didn't come out. Come on, man. He's lying. Lies.
Okay. EJ, anything else on Big D, Double D, Little D, Mini D?
Yeah, Nasty D. I mean, he lying and the truth ain't in him. And that's a real talk. Like, what his end goal is, I haven't quite figured it all the way out just yet, but I don't think that Madam believes him at all. I think she's just playing along with this because, she's going to continue to use him until she no longer needs him. And so that's why she's just going to go along with it. So, that's what I think. And then when we get to the other part, I'll tell you what my other thoughts are. Because it go with
Okay.
This. Go ahead.
Okay. And then, she ends up re-promoting him back to dancing with the main attraction. Yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, we're gonna see how far this whole situation goes and how long he's gonna actually last with the main attraction. So she walks in and oh my god, let me blow this up right quick, y'all. She walks in and she's like, roll call, fellas. Oh, we haven't done this in a long time, according to Doc. No, you haven't, and I'm so happy to see it. She let my boy know that she could tell he was off of the lasagna. He hadn't been eating that much lasagna. Even gave Doc or even gave Amp, a compliment. Looking good, baby boy. Were y'all excited for the roll call?
Yes, I love roll call, so I was excited for it for sure. I was happy about it. Except for when Doc grabbed his thing. Usually I'll be all happy when he do the stuff like that. But I'm turned off from him right now. So it ain't nothing he can do that's gonna flip this switch back on until I see some real stuff when he get it back together.
Oh my gosh. That's his tool. That's his gardening tool, his application tool. He probably put that thing on the table for the application instead of filling out a real application. He just put that thing on the table. So anyway, Madam reintroduces everybody because she tell them y'all got to get y'all stuff together, keep your stuff in order because the young bucks are thirsty out there and they, will take your place. And then she says, and I got a new one that is coming back through. It is also known as the one and only Big D. Now, Big D is so freaking messy. I was over him at that moment where he had to throw in Dime's name. I was like, that was so unnecessary. Like, now you're really trying to, aggravate. It's all clear that you're just trying to aggravate Amp. So, any thoughts, anyone, on the interaction between the fellas with Big D?
Yeah, I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him. It's like an Amp. I'm mad at you too because he knows the buttons to push on you, and then you fall into it and give him exactly what he's looking for. I feel like he really don't need to even, pay him any mind. But at the same time, Big D, Little D, Snitch D, Saver D. You talking about all these skills you have, but your daddy obviously ain't teach you how to squabble because you got knocked the hell out. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm jumping.
No, you good.
That's right there. That's right on point. Nah, seriously though, like I agree with Tamika 100% and you, Tika. He's definitely aggravating Amp on purpose. And I keep trying to figure out why is he doing this? Like, what's the purpose of doing this at this point? Especially you're back into the main room. You already know what you got going on, your whole situation. Like, it's not over. But see, he don't know, Madam, like, everybody else either. Even though he done been in the basement, he didn't get to get like Madam. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he understands where he is and what could possibly happen to him if he keep up with the shenanigans. But yeah, he absolutely tries to go in on Amp, and that irritates me because I'm like, Amp ain't bothering nobody. He literally trying to chill. Let that man alone. Let him chill.
That part. Absolutely, y'all. So we're gonna take a quick intermission. This is the season finale episode, which means this is basically our last episode until we can, until they give us the new season 4. So with that being said, y'all, hopefully my video will play this time around. StreamYard be hating on me. I got something else a little special for everybody. Let's see. Hopefully y'all will enjoy this particular video. Let's go. Okay, y'all, I ain't gonna be too overzealous with it. It gave us a little bit. So with that, y'all, we all know that was our favorite dance routine, the entire shower scene. And yes, young boy, I do get off topic when it comes to Fuego. My heart is with Fuego. I be trying so hard to hold myself, accountable for not being so. Anyway, y'all, I love Fuego. It is what it is. Roll with me. But anyway,
that
guys,
didn't feel like a season finale to me either. I actually didn't know. So shout out to Nita. Nita said it. I was like, wait, that was the season finale? I ain't even gonna lie, yeah. I didn't realize it. It was like I knew before, but then I forgot.
Right, yeah. And I thought they would at least give us a few more episodes, at least 2 more, to round it off. 18 was to round it off to 18 at least, but no, they played with me emotionally. I was like, wait, what? When I saw the little season finale little title up there. So anyway, y'all, moving right along. We're going to try to wrap this thing up because we've been on here for a while. But anyway, we see where Madam tells him to get the stinky stuff off his knees, smelling like a bad peppermint. And she's also letting Babyface is letting her know that he saw D.A. Rods go to Tandy's home. So we saw that, but this is the messy-ish. This is where it gets messy. We see that this chick right here, Detective Davis, she's parked somewhere and she's sniffing this shirt. But not only is she sniffing this shirt is the t-shirt that Doc was wearing that has the DNA of Tina Fitch, which was Madam's old partner. Now, from season 1, Detective Davis has literally had a hard on for Madam because of something with Fitch as well as with Tina. So does anybody have any idea why she was just so gung-ho about taking out Madam because of Tina as well as maybe even her husband? Anybody have any thoughts as to why she was like that, feeling the way she was? I guess we can go with Moochie.
You talking with her? She wants to take out Madam because she looking wild at work. They already know that she's looking crazy at work right now. They call her like basically she's kind of like a Keystone Cop. She keep messing up her own cases, and it look like she's doing this again. But she's trying to redeem herself. She done went that far as getting that light and bringing it around in that apartment, which she shouldn't have been in there too long. And he's letting his guard down where he's slipping. He's getting caught slipping too much.
Right.
Yeah. So my thoughts on this is, oh man. Okay, so let me start here. If we go back to season 1, when we first meet Detective Davis, of course, Madam has made her look like a clown continuously over and over and over again at every turn. From the very beginning, she has just taken L's left and right. I used to talk about this all the time about how many L's Detective Davis took messing with Madam. So we learned back then that she would do anything, because remember they told her to go back to her old ways, go back to who she was, where she would do whatever to get what she needed to get. And that's exactly what she did. A part of me wanted to trust her a little bit, but I've never trusted this character. I always knew that there was something. I just don't see how somebody loves to be a detective this much and was willing to throw it all away and give it all up just like that. And what I was going to tell you earlier was that I really feel like Casanova is in on this with her. I used to think it was concierge some kind of way, but I think it's Casanova, and I think Madam is starting to feel the same exact way too, because that's why she asking for them emails, because she want to see what was actually emailed between the two. So I think that that's how that part's going to play out. I think that's who she's talking to on the phone, and I'm with you, Candy. Doc is completely dumb if he still has this shirt. This shirt should have been burned. There's no way that this shirt should have been at your house. That's it.
That part.
That's what I said when I was doing my recap. Like, how the hell we still holding on to this shirt? Like, there's no way she should have been able to come across it. And I was hoping somebody was gonna come by and be like, pop, 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 or bang into that.
Okay.
I felt like somebody was going to. It's just like it kept like the dragging, like the hurt. The longer and the longer she was sitting there, I just felt like somebody was just gonna roll by and do a little spraying. What about you, Moochie? What did you think about David sitting there this whole time having this conversation? Did you think she was talking to Casanova as well?
Probably, but she was pissing me off though, because I was like, you doing all of this, and you like the D too. So you now you gonna. I think she's gonna end up feeling caught up, because it's not even gonna lead back to Madam. It's gonna lead to him, and it's gonna get him jammed up, and then she's gonna feel sorry.
Yeah, because she does
go running her mouth so much.
Yeah, I think she kind of like him a little bit. The way she smelled that shirt gave me stalker vibes. I ain't
exactly. It's like two stalkers in this episode, Amp and her.
Yeah, because even if it comes up, how are you gonna say that you obtained the shirt? You didn't have a warrant. You've been in there sleeping with him. They actually already have things that they with the emails and different things that they trying to make you seem like you was down with this from the beginning. DA Rose is against us, so if this is supposed to be getting you back in good graces and getting your job back, that's a little sketchy. You're gonna have to come with something better than that. I don't know.
Young boy said, Lil D a stalker too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah,
He's
you
done.
right. How are they gonna explain that? Like, how are you gonna explain where you got the shirt from? How you're gonna explain like the chain of custody has already been broken, because there was no chain of custody technically, because you didn't have a warrant to go into his home and get the evidence that you quote unquote, believe that you have now. And then there's no way to say that it wasn't tainted before it got to the lab. Like if we talking real legal, that chain of custody has been broken, and there's no way that she could even make this happen. The only thing that she could do is try to use this to get to Madam to say, I got, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing she could do, but that wouldn't even work. We talking about Madam here. She'll let him go down before it don't lead to her. She wasn't nowhere in the building. That was all Doc.
Yeah. I'm just like, poor Doc. You have no idea. You thought you was in love, but I think even though she likes him, I think she will definitely sacrifice him for her career. She loves her career more than anything. And I felt like this all the way in the beginning. I sometimes had doubts, but then, I was like, she's still playing him. She's not really all in. So now we see from a question from many episodes ago that she's definitely not all in with Doc. She's playing the game, and she's willing to sacrifice him, Madam, and anybody else for her career. So moving right along, we see where of course Carla is back. Carla's back granting wishes, coming to collect her money, but Madam let her know she don't pay off of technicalities, or whatever the word was she used, but she was letting her know she wasn't getting her 2K, so she might as well go ahead and return to the starting point. So again, I love Carla. I just love Carla. That's all. We did have another moment. This was so aggravating to me. They had the whole little dance scene. Now let's see if I can actually play this one. Y'all hold on real quick. Okay, y'all. So hold on. So unfortunately, they was vibing. They had the whole Kodak Black situation going on. Shout out to the 305.
Okay.
But it was an unsuccessful dance routine where they end up getting into a physical altercation on the stage. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, why are y'all doing this? The ladies came to see y'all get along, dance, have a good time, but instead you all are fighting like a bunch of little scoundrels. Like, anybody have any thoughts on this moment? Now, it was a vibe for a minute.
Yeah, they was
But,
rocking for a
you know,
minute. Baby Z purposely bumped Imp and got in front of him. He didn't need to do that. And Madam said, let's all get along. So y'all know y'all gonna have to deal with her when she come back. But that was just a hot mess. But he deserved it. He was doing too much. He already did too much in the locker room. So yeah, he had to take that hit. And they had to
correct.
carry him out.
That part. Okay, anyone else have any
I was shocked
commentary
at
on
this whole
this?
fight. The whole with them getting at it, but he been wanting to touch him, Amp. So I saw it coming.
Right. Right, yeah. I mean, I honestly thought it was a mistake because he been messing up the choreography for a little while. I thought it was a mistake, and he bumped into Amp. I'm thinking that he was supposed to go to the opposite side of Amp, but he stepped in the wrong spot, so he got popped again. He should have like 12 black eyes at this point. But for the people who go back and try to watch this in the replay gang, I'm sure this is going to be cut out. So I'm thankful for everybody that tapped in, that came in. I don't know why the StreamYard is doing what it's doing. StreamYard is supposed to correct any lagging that's going on, but hopefully it'll stay up long enough for y'all to catch the replay. But yeah, the fight was unnecessary. They was doing too much, and they're gonna be in trouble when Madam get back because they messing up her money. And so anyway, we finally get to see where Madam reveals the big show. She has the information. EJ, talk to me about Madam as well as Tandy, and then we can go down the line. EJ, Tamika, Moochie.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to say one thing about Dumb D. He definitely did that on purpose. I went back and I replayed about 5 times because I wanted before I did my recap, I wanted to be sure before I went in on him. And it's the way he pulls his arm when he pulled him back. When he misstepped, he could have just misstepped and kept it pushing, but he pulls him back, and he also does the same thing to whoever on the other side. Yeah, I was analyzing that thing. But this right here, I was ready because this was my theory, and I was like, yes, my theory came true. But yeah, I knew that she had knocked off old Jack Watson. I said when Babyface put that battery pack in her back, that was it, because that's exactly who put it there. I don't think she would have did it if Babyface hadn't have been all telling her what she needed and what she should do and how she don't want him. And Madam done checkmated her at this point. And I think that was the name of the episode. Wasn't that the name of the episode?
Checkmate.
Yeah. Look at me. But yeah, and so this is she looking dumb because she didn't know that she knew about it. And what I wonder is who else knows? Does concierge know? Does the DA Robs know? Like, who else knows? Or is it just Madam that knows right now? So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. Because I thought for sure that Tandy was going to pull a fast one, but I don't think she can right now. I don't think she has the right cards to play.
Right.
Yeah, she definitely don't. She knows what she did to Rayshawn, and now she basically has literal proof footage. I was like, okay, EJ called this way back. And I remember, like, I agreed with you. I definitely felt like, she could have had a hand in that because it was so convenient how she was saying she had just left from the hospital after Babyface brought it up to her. And then we want to come back with the sad tears and say, you know, Jack didn't make it. So, you know, she knew that she wanted to go ahead and get him out the way. And now she have an opportunity to become mayor. But I didn't understand why she still thought she could play in Madam Faison and still try to tell her, like, I got it under control. She's my friend. Don't worry about it. When we already had this conversation at the club. So now you making me repeat myself. So yeah, now you gonna have to, since you take her out of her, you went up there and took your husband out. Now you could take your friend out too.
That part. Moochie, any thoughts?
I like that she called her out on her sneakiness because she thinks she's the smartest person in the room, Tandy. She's just doing too much and she really thinks she pulling the wool over Madam's eyes. She had to let her know, look, I know what you was doing in that room. I know you put the pillow over his head. She had to put that card down and let her know, look, stop playing with me because this could get real for you.
Definitely. And the ish is really getting real because as Madam is leaving her home, she's leaving Tandy's home. She's super excited. We're gonna skip over this part because we all know how it go down. But she's super excited. And she gets a phone call from who she thinks is Daddy Cadillac. And unfortunately, y'all, Daddy Cadillac is not that Cadillac that we thought because he done got snatched up again. And we're sure at this point, Concierge got her daddy. And again, the scene leaves off the very last episode where we think something is about to happen to Papa Cadillac. So, Tamika, talk to me about Madam, this whole particular scene. Her finding out her daddy done got snatched up again.
Yeah, I'm like, oh wow, we getting a call from Daddy Cadillac on the island chilling, and no, he all taped up in this daggone chair. Definitely wasn't expecting for it to end like that, and I'm like, okay, I don't think he's gonna get out of a situation like this twice. Obviously, you know, he faked his death. We done had a whole funeral and everything for him to peace so he could go head off, and they done found him and know that he's not gone. So that's definitely an issue, and I felt like Madam was about to go back into that same panic mode like how we seen her, you know, the last time, and she's in the middle of driving, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. But yeah, I don't think Daddy Cadillac gets out of this twice.
Correct. Mochi?
I'm like, again? But he told her, now is she going to react how her dad told her to? Is she going to just not, you know, he knows that this is a risk. They're going to mess with the people that you love. Mm-hmm. Is she going to, like, you know, chalk this up as a deep loss to her? I'll say it like that.
Right. Yep. Yeah, it's bad. You know, she thinks as soon as she thinks that, you know, her daddy is safe, then next thing you know, he's been snatched up again. So, EJ, did you comment on this particular scene?
Not yet. Yeah, so I think that this is completely ridiculous. Like, honestly, we already ended on a cliffhanger with this before, and honestly, I was really not here for another cliffhanger with this. I felt like Papa Cadillac could have just rolled off into the sunset, went on to Acapulco, wherever he was at, and just called it a day. Like, I can't remember. I think it was last week or something we were talking about it, and we was like, forget all this other mess. Just go to Madam. Like, just go. Like, if that's the smoke you want, just go get her. Like, stop playing about it. Like, just go ahead and do it. And I'm sorry, but it's stupid to sit up there and take him again. Like, that does nothing. All it did was piss her off. And she was about to do some more dumb shit. Like, she was about to do some real, like, reckless shit. You know what I'm saying? So why keep doing this? We know that what she will do. So what's the point? There's no point. There was no point in this particular cliffhanger. Like, I wasn't interested in it. And I was just like, why are we even doing this? What should have happened is, like, Concierge should have popped his ass up. Like, that's what we
that's what I was waiting for the whole season. I'm there with you, EJ. All these messages he's sending her, then he's sending them to El Fuego, and it's like, let's just go. Like, if your father-in-law supposedly want me so bad, let him show up. If you coming for me, you show up. I would have rather when she got there, he was standing there or something and like, hey, I'm here, bitch.
Exactly.
No, I'm
that
tired of
part.
seeing all of this shenanigans with these people. If they're gonna square off, let them square off.
Exactly. And that's all that needs to happen. Let's just go ahead and move this on along, because at this point, we done drag this story out too long. And y'all know I don't be messing with people's stories and stuff like that. But we done drag this shit out too long, and I'm just over it. I need for the story to progress on. Like, I need for this concierge part to be done. I need him to pop his ass back up. Let's go toe to toe with him. Somebody major might go. Maybe Blue or somebody. I hope not. But I'm just saying, like, if that's how most stories go, like something major happens and then we keep going and we got a new big bad or whatever. But it is just really irking my nerves that, because I really wanted Papa to be gone. Like, I wanted to see him ride off into the sunset. I ain't even gonna lie. Him and his bottom bitch just go.
Correct. Well, we're definitely going to see what, of course, happens in season 4. I'm gonna wrap this thing up, and I just have one final question because we actually didn't really cover it. Madam has to make a choice between Trouble as well as Champ. Who do you guys think she's going to actually choose? I kind of know in my mind, I know who I think she's gonna choose, but who do you guys think Madam is going to choose? Is she gonna take out Trouble, or is she gonna take out Champ to the Black Rock Boys? Go ahead, Mochi.
I think she gonna take out Champ because they gonna find out Champ was snitching, that he threw her under the bus. Even though Trouble is a pain in the behind, I think she really wants to take Trouble out, but I think it's gonna lean more closer to Champ.
Okay. I don't even think there's a question about it. I think that Madam is gonna take, like, Champ is not central to this story. To be fair, Champ could go at any time. I feel like we've grown more with Trouble than with, like, what would be the purpose of even keeping Champ? We only see Champ because of Trouble. So I feel like there's no way in the world that Madam would take out Champ. You know, not to mention the way that Blue specifically says what she says. You know what I'm saying? I think they both had an understanding at that moment that that she was not an option.
So. Right. Okay. Mochi, any thoughts? Any final thoughts on that whole situation between Trouble and Champ and Madam?
She gotta pick one because the streets is talking. So, that's where I'm at with that.
What Carla?
Yeah, if it was up to me, I would say both of them could go. I could care less. But however, Blue said it can't be Trouble. I would say Champ is the weakest link though, just overall and in every sense. Like, look at the weakest link, he's there.
Correct.
I would go with him.
Yeah, even at the end, when they was talking to Madam, or not Madam, Blue, he blamed Trouble, and it was his dumb idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, like, you literally are the biggest snitch out there, like the biggest snitch bee in the world.
Right. And that was another thing. Someone said they wondered why Blue would say it that way. I did too, because the way that Blue talks, down to everybody, I never would have thought that she would have been in support of keeping Trouble. I thought she'd have been like, Trouble is the most trouble. Trouble needs to go. But she was like, you can't take out, you can't take out Trouble. So that did throw me off a little bit.
That statement seemed a little extra, and even the look on her face, I'm like, wait, is she related to Trouble some kind of way? Like, is there a deeper thing there? I don't know. I might have been reading a little bit into it, but it did come off a little extra.
No, I thought
talking about with Blue.
Yeah.
I think she likes her.
I don't think she liked her. I think that I think it had to do with two things. This is my opinion. I think, one, what Tamika said, I honestly did think that there was a deeper connection that we haven't found out about yet, because Madam has let Trouble slide for a lot of ish that she don't be letting people slide for. So it could be, well, three things. It could be the money aspect of it. Trouble is something different, but Madam did say one time that you come a dime a dozen. So she also said that. So I was like, maybe not that. But then there is the woman aspect of it. I was thinking of Blue looking at her as someone who is part of her community. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's why she looked at Madam and said, you can't take out. So I thought maybe that, like, there were a few different reasons why I thought Blue would say that, but mainly I was kind of where Tamika was. I was really thinking like it got to be something deeper, but it might not be.
Right. Because we rarely see Blue take up for anybody. So that whole thing just kind of threw me for a loop. But anyway, you guys, that is the end. We have come to the end of the road for our season finale, episode 16, entitled Checkmate. I want to go ahead and we had a lot of new viewers tonight. Shout out to I Am Lady G. I saw some other ones. Please don't hold it to my heart. Don't hold it to my brain either, because my computer, your names are coming all up and through. But thank y'all so much for coming through tonight, hanging with us on Virtual Club Eden, where Club Eden is always the vibe. Shout out to Stick Shift 1213 for coming through. Again, I Am Lady G, Von Joyner, Young Boy for talking that talk in the comments. I see you. Monique 69 Waves, Yolanda Bynum, DeMarcus Vaughn, of course, Jay Alexandra, of course, our girl Candy Love. Candy loves to talk TV. We miss you, girl. Who else? Tina. It was a lot of y'all. Y'all literally came through, showed up and showed out for Virtual Club Eden, and we absolutely appreciate you. When season 4 return, I guess your girl gonna have to get some better Wi-Fi, because StreamYard ain't playing around with me. They got jokes tonight every time. But it's all good. I appreciate you guys for being tolerant, being patient with us. Especially me, I definitely appreciate it. So with that being said, Tamika, can you let the people know what you got coming up next?
Hey y'all, I am going to have a busy week. It's gonna be stuff, I don't know, every single day. That's all I can say, child. I ain't got a day off. Of course, I do the Oval Sisters, if you're not familiar. We got movie night with the ladies this week, Thursday. I forget the name of the movie. EJ, help me out.
Mia Culpa.
Yes, so make sure the streets is talking. We'll be talking about it Thursday, child. And then I'm doing my Saturday self-care, which you should be watching on Saturday. And I'm probably gonna have like Mafia Monday, Flashback Friday, and some type of celebration, probably MLKX, just an overall discussion on it, for Black History Month. So subscribe if you're not subscribed. Make sure you check in. Keep your notifications on. Thank you, ladies. This was fun as usual.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Moochie, up next, the one and only, always laying the hammer down. What do you have up next for the people?
If you have not checked us out today, earlier we did Hell Up in Harlem. That was for the Sunday throwback. Tomorrow is the second and third part of Run DMC Kings from Queens documentary. We will be covering that. And also, I will be doing a trailer breakdown of BMF just to give my little predictions. If you have not seen my top 10 moments of seasons 3 for Raising Kanan, as well as I also have a theory up for Raising Kanan for Stefano. Did Stefano help Unique? So check those out. Check out my uploads. Check out when I go live. Please keep your notifications on. Thank you.
Absolutely. Y'all, she was so peaceful and calm with that. I love it. EJ, your girl EJ, my girl EJ, talk to the people. Let them know what you got coming up next. And of course, I gotta say thank you to my girl EJ for being willing to deal with your girl TicahDishawn with this whole Virtual Club Eden. We started out as a trial type situation, and now we are on part 2 of season 3, and hopefully we'll come back with Virtual Club Eden for season 4. But EJ, thank you, girl, for partnering partnering up with me and bringing along our YouTube friends to do this whole thing. So talk to the people, let them know what you got coming up next.
Oh, thank you. You know what? Thank you. I appreciate you for jumping in and doing this with me. This has definitely been a blast. This has been fun. It turned into this whole thing. When we started out, we were just gonna, do a review. Then it turned into Virtual Club Eden, where it's always a vibe, of course. And everybody started, and Moochie even started watching it. I was so excited about that because Moochie was not watching this. So it's always exciting to have the YouTube crew on with us doing this, and I feel like it's just a different vibe. So I love it. As far as what I have going on my channel, I know we have our movie review coming on, which Tamika just talked about. I'm actually going to start a new segment. It starts, what's today, y'all? What week? Sunday. So it starts this week. So I got to get my video edited and all that stuff. But your girl done stepped out here and is out here watching Sisters, y'all. I'm on episode 3, y'all. I don't know what the hell. Y'all don't know what I'm going to say. I'm just going to tell y'all that right now. I do not know how y'all make. Oh, never mind. Just keep your notifications on. I got a lot to say about this. A lot.
Absolutely. EJ is off the chain, y'all. You gotta love her. With that being said, your girl TicahDishawn, I will be bringing you guys. Let's see if I can get this down pack. First of all, I will bring you guys the Oval recap. I'm also going to be bringing you, and that's my late night Oval recaps. I'll definitely be bringing you guys the movie TV reviews, Mea Culpa, and of course the stepdaughter, which got my baby boo Blue Kimball in it, Andrew from Tyler Perry's Ruthless. Definitely gotta mention this on Wednesday. Y'all definitely gotta come out to the Ruthless Roundtable. It's going down. It does get ruthless over there on that roundtable. It consists of myself, EJ the TV Junkie, and of course the main host himself, VKJTV. So make sure you guys tap in and tune in with us every Wednesday for the Ruthless Roundtable. And then I'm gonna go back and do a rewatch of Double Cross because I started it, but I didn't get the opportunity to actually complete it. But I'm definitely going to be doing a rewatch of season 5 of Double Cross with my boy Jeff Logan, aka Eric Cross, and his twin sister, Erica Cross. So make sure you guys tap in, tune in with me. I would absolutely appreciate it. It's going down. It's going to be an amazing time for everybody. With that being said, y'all, thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in here with us tonight. This has been fun. This has been all things amazing. This layout was tripping, but it's all over. It's a wrap. We're done. Checkmate. We're out of here. Thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in with Virtual Club Eden, where Club Eden is definitely a vibe. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to everybody that's on this panel. All of these ladies give you guys amazing content. Just tap in and tune in. And shout out to Tamika and Moochie with The Last Dragon, y'all. That was my show, my movie. I love that you guys went back and recapped that. For those of you that have not seen that, y'all make sure y'all go to either Tamika's channel or Moochie's channel and check out that latest one, The Last Dragon. I absolutely enjoyed it, okay? Well, that's it. I've run my mouth enough. Y'all have an amazing night. Let's see if I can play this exit video. Let's see if I can get it right this time around. But thank y'all so much, and y'all have a great night.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right?
Hey.